All right. Are you guys having as much fun as Tyler and I? I hope so. These are a lot of new fragrances that I have not smelled before, so I was having some fun while we were doing this. So we're now at episode 4, and I think after this, only one more. So the next after this will be 5 or the finale, and this is awesome. We're having a great time. Enjoy.
This one right here, Cologne.
What is it? What kind of fragrance is it?
Well, let's find out.
All right. And then, hold on, there's got to be one I'm missing.
Yeah, so I sent you all that I had. I have a sample of Hobdon that I forgot to send because that was my fault, but I'll send that to you soon here. But you should have Percival, Pegasus, Cologne.
Yep, I see him.
And Herod. And Herod's beautiful if you never smelled Herod. So.
Honey tobacco, right, Herod?
Yeah.
I just saw it for a good price somewhere, actually.
Ooh, snag it up. So you're doing Cologne?
Yep, let's do Cologne. Okay. And then I want to try, I know absolutely nothing about Amouage Jubilee. Or Jubilation. Yeah.
I
know nothing about that.
That's my stuff.
All right, let's try this one. So this one's Cologne.
Yes, sir.
And I am already a fan of, even though I only have one PDM, you can tell by the way a fragrance lasts typically that's how the house is. Usually so I was a fan of that.
Everything just blended smoothly.
Although again, Bond number 9 fooled me with that Brooklyn fragrance, but it was worth it anyway. Let me just put that out there. It was worth it for the artwork, but
yeah, absolutely.
Now, this is interesting. I have no idea what this is. Wow. So this is wow, I have to look this up because it's going to drive me nuts. Is there a cinnamon in this?
I think it smells like it. There's cracked. So if I understand the notes correctly, it's blood orange. So you get that blood orange citrus, and then there's cracked black pepper in there. So get kind of a spicy note. And then I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know if there's cinnamon or not.
Spices, which I'm guessing would be cinnamon, maybe some nutmeg. Like it's just spices, right? So let's see what.
Yeah,
it's a group, so it could be. So I love when they do that. It's like such a vague spices, and then you go to it. Goes there are different spices obtained from different sources. Cool, thanks.
Yeah, great. So, aquatic notes. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. This is a very, very interesting fragrance.
Yeah,
this is definitely. I can't imagine wearing this anytime, but fall and winter though.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean early spring, but But cold. Sometimes though, you can get a fragrance that you technically can wear in like the cooler spring months, but it seems misplaced. Like this definitely brings just fall vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. Because it has, like I said, I think it has a cinnamon, so then it gives you that. I don't want to say apple pie because it's not sweet enough for that, but just that vague apple pie sort of thing. It makes you think of Halloween or Thanksgiving time. That around that time.
Yeah. I kind of get like riding on a hayride through like the.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Now it's funny you didn't say this. I was kind of seeing if you would. A lot of people attribute this to in the ballpark realm ish to get you a vague idea of Baccarat Rouge. Do you get that at all?
I could see where they would say that. I just think this doesn't have any sweetness, although there's blood orange in it, but I don't get a lot of sweetness in this, which Baccarat Rouge has that sweetness,
Right.
So I can see though it's in the realm.
Right.
Yeah.
All
right, let's try Amouage Jubilation.
Okay. Now this one to me, and I'll just say this before, this is class and elegance to me.
Class and elegance. All right. It's probably not me then.
Well, then it definitely shouldn't be for me.
All right.
This is so good.
Oh, okay. Now that's a good name. Oh, okay. You know what this reminds me of? And this is you should try this one time, put them next to each other because I know you have both now. I just saw that you had the other one, which was one of my favorite fragrances, which makes this one of my. Let me tell you, if this lasts a long time, does this last a long time?
Days.
Tell me this doesn't smell like Dark Rebel.
Now that you say that, yes.
This smells like Dark Rebel, but Dark Rebel lasts like an hour,
Yeah, no,
Like Dark Rebel.
It kind of does.
Yeah. So there's I'm assuming there's got to be some leather, some rum, something like that. Dark Rebel has some sugar in it. This is very similar.
I mean, they're in the ballpark for sure. Now, with this one though, are you getting any kind of blackberry?
There is a sweetness, but I attribute it. But again, I kind of thought maybe because I know Dark Rebel has sugar. They say sugar cane right in it.
No, so this has honey.
Ah, okay, makes sense.
But it's so good. Like this to me, what I get is just a blast of blackberry, honey, and incense.
This kills me because this might have hopped to my number one, because Dark Rebel is one of my favorite fall, winter, nighttime fragrances. It really is. I just absolutely love it. But obviously the performance on it isn't great. And again, I understand. And let me just say, I'm not someone who puts the biggest emphasis on longevity. I don't, because I have no problem refreshing something. I'll bring it along with me, which I do with that all the time, Dark Rebel, because I love it so much. But if I can get a version of Dark Rebel that lasts forever, it's the way to go.
And look at this bottle. I don't know if you can see it too well because of the glare, but the bottles on Amouages, man, they're just fantastic.
Ah, man. Just one more. I got to put that at the top now, I think.
So good, man. So freaking good. So it's kind of funny. This is named Jubilation, but we've kind of talked a little bit, about beliefs and stuff like that. And so I'm a Christian, and I do some of the feast days in the Bible, and so it's kind of cool that some of the fall feast days I wear this out because Jubilation, like celebrations and stuff. This stuff, man, it is amazing.
I think this is a fragrance. Again, I said that the John Varvatos Dark Rebel to me is a fall, winter, nighttime fragrance. But I always think that if you make something your signature scent, you can wear it all year. Most of the time. There's exceptions, of course, where if something smells like I'll give you an example. I'm not a huge fan of fragrances that smell like Christmas. The reason is that means I have to, first of all, I like Christmas. I like the season, but I don't like Christmas in the summer.
Right.
I don't like Christmas in the spring. I want Christmas when it's Christmas.
When it's Christmas. Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But this, I think you could wear. I do think you can pull this off all year. I don't know how it would perform in the heat, though. I'd like to see. I would try it because this is a real nice fragrance.
It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Well, while we're on the Amouage, why don't you look at the Reflection Man? Have you smelled that?
Yeah, let me try that. Yes, in here somewhere.
Have you ever smelled it?
I have not. I've no experience with Amouage fragrances whatsoever.
Okay.
Right here, though, in front of me.
Reflection Man. This has been my baby. Like, I mean, it doesn't look like there's a lot left, like gone, but I've put pretty big dent in this for considering how many fragrances I have. Man, this stuff. Whew.
All right, let's do this. This is Reflection Man?
Yeah, Reflection Man. There we go.
Oh, okay. This is interesting.
Mm-hmm. A little different, yeah. So good, though.
This reminds me of something.
Really?
Not of a fragrance.
Oh, gotcha.
My man, what does this remind me of? Whew. This is good though. I can see this being. I think they did a good job here of doing something unique that's mass appealing. I mean, I assume people like this. They must like it.
Yeah, no, this is I think one of, if not the most popular fragrance from the house. I mean,
is there banana in this? I've never had a fragrance that had banana in it, but boy, does it have a banana.
Funny you say that because I've gotten that before too, and I don't think it is. I think what it is, it's just the different floral white musk and then the neroli kind of giving it.
Really? Wow. I gotta write this down too.
I don't think there's banana in here. I mean, you can check, but this is good stuff though. This is like a perfect, like classy, sophisticated, like gentleman fragrance to like wear to like a Sunday brunch. You know what I mean? Like I kind of get like Sunday brunch in the spring.
This though, for sure. I think anyone could wear this all year. I don't see this being seasonal.
Yeah, it's not. I do get more of a springtime vibe from it just because of like the fresh neroli.
There's a freshness to it, yeah.
Yeah, but
there's almost like, whatever the combination, I bet you there's not a mint in here, but whatever combination gives off a minty, almost a minty vibe, like a banana minty vibe.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah, I can kind of see that now.
But not enough where you go, okay, there's mint, but something where it's fresh, makes it fresh.
I've never picked it up before, but now that you say that, I'm definitely kind of seeing that. Let me see this real quick.
Of course, maybe there is a mint, and then I'd be like a genius. So,
right.
But
it's top notes: banana and mint.
It does have it definitely like a little banana something, and then man, it smells good.
Reflection Man. Let's see. So. This is just from base notes. If I can get this thing to pull up here. Reflection Man. So red pepper berries, rosemary, bitter orange leaves, orris, jasmine, neroli, cedarwood, sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver.
What was the one you said? Is that a fiction, a fantasy note?
Cedarwood, sandalwood, patchouli, and vetiver. No,
middle notes. What are the middle notes on this?
Orris. So that's
Orris. What's that? Is that minty at all?
No, it's orris is iris root.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. At least I believe so. And then jasmine and neroli. So maybe it's that jasmine and neroli with that kind of going in there. What's funny though, it says it's bitter orange. I don't get any bitter orange.
No. Bitter orange leaf, and who knows what that smells like. I mean, I'm always surprised when people go, "Oh, you know what I smell? The bitter orange leaf." Like, right. Do you smell that? Yeah. Really? That's interesting. I don't, you know who's, I think the most, I learned something recently. I think the most educated to me, there's some great reviews out there, but the most educated to me seems to be Steven. Yeah. He's so educated. I just learned something from him recently that fig is a fantasy note.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, because I'm always like, oh, I love fig. And then I'm like, wait a minute. He goes, yeah, he said fig is a fantasy note. And I don't even know what that means. I'm like, so apparently they're not actually using fig to create the fig smell. I'm assuming that's what fantasy note means.
Right.
So
that's yeah.
So then I started thinking, what else is a fantasy note? Because, a lot of it, there are oils extracted from certain things, but then what are the fantasy notes? Are they just creating it somehow chemically?
Right. I would assume bitter orange leaf would be one. Yeah. Like I've never smelled an orange leaf and said, that's a little bitter, but you know.
Well, they say things like fruity notes. I'm always like, well,
right.
I mean, that's created, must be, right?
Right. Well, and it's not a fantasy note, but ambergris, they used ambroxan to kind of get that vibe. And so there's all kinds of different,
Yep, it's a man-made note now, but it used to be from who thought of that? It was from the stomach of whales, and then they make it. And it would just float in the sea. And who was like, we should take that and see what to do with it. But now it's just a create, which is cool. I love ambergris. I'm an ambergris fan. I always think because it really does. It gives almost everything that animalic. It helps it last longer. So I'm a fan of that note.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I think that's good for man. We did a lot. We should definitely do another one.
Dude,
we should do a lot. We should do a live YouTube. That would be fun.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. We should have thought of that. We didn't think of that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Hey, we live and learn and we grow, right? So
yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you. That was awesome, man. Thank you for sending me. I mean, I got when I opened that, it was like Christmas. When I opened that box today, I'm like, oh my God, there's like 25 samples here or something like that. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And I was super excited. But of course, now what you've done is created. I mean, now, you know what jumped to the top of my list? What do you think? The top number one thing I have to buy.